Welcome to Trackside Talks with Sam and Zach. This is going to be an F1 podcast. This is the pool episode. My team is Alpine.
My team is Ferrari.
And my guy is Esteban Ocon, and his is
Charles Leclerc.
And today's debate will be on who is doing better at the moment on July 6th, 2024. Charles Leclerc or Esteban Ocon? Now, yes, we will be playing pool during this episode.
Immediate scratch. Sounds like Esteban Ocon's entire season.
So, Esteban Ocon has admittedly not had the best season, but Charles Leclerc's had even worse of the season if you think about it. Because Charles Leclerc has a better car, better pit stop team.
Well, does he have a better car right now?
Yes, he does. And Esteban Ocon has been fighting with a bad car, and he's been consistently getting P11, P12, and 3 P10s. So that's not bad in my opinion.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. Charles Leclerc's car got obliterated in Bahrain, in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Oh, God, you suck. In the Bahrain Grand Prix, and he's still been a top contender. I'm soft, by the way, because I just drew in that. And he's still been a top contender in every single race since then. And by top contender, I mean he has scored points, except for times when he has gotten into crashes.
Yes, but also he has too low awareness on the track. While Esteban has been much more aware and has been doing much better.
Yeah, well, Esteban's younger.
You mean older?
Younger. How old is Esteban?
27.
Yeah, you think Charles Leclerc's... How old is Charles Leclerc?
No idea.
There's no way he's younger than
27.
Why are you so bad?
But anyway, Charles Leclerc does not.
That's another one in. I'm a demon in this game.
Charles Leclerc does not have enough awareness. While Esteban's fighting with a better car and still consistently getting better some races than Charles Leclerc.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. Oh God, I suck. Let's look at qualifying, for example. In qualifying, who consistently gets opening pole position through P5? Consistently, Charles Leclerc. Now, what is the reason for this? We don't know. Maybe it's that Alpine is so intensely bad at pit stops that. And obviously, you have to keep in mind. What?
It's your shot.
Wait, you already missed?
Yeah.
Why are you so bad?
What do we have to keep in mind?
We have to keep in mind that because of the crash in Bahrain. God dang. Because of the crash in Bahrain, Charles Leclerc's car has been breaking down. He's had a DNF. How many times? He's had a DNF. I think 3 times since Bahrain.
What did I need to do?
Sorry, Uncle Aaron has just walked in. But anyway,
Uncle A just popped into the chat.
He's had a DNF 3 times since Bahrain.
He's had a DNF 3 times since Bahrain because of what happened to his car, and now even you can tell that's not his fault because you can look at him versus Carlos Sainz, and they literally have the exact same car. I mean, what do you have to say? I get it. Alpine has no money, but still, at least your drivers have to be somewhat decent.
Well, they have much worse car, and Esteban Ocon has been more consistent this season, which you should expect Char to be more consistent, but he is not.
That is definitely true, but this is Char's. How many seasons has he been in Ferrari? I forgot to start your shot. 6 seasons at Ferrari. That was the worst shot I've ever seen. 6 seasons at Ferrari, and every single. Oh, that's gonna be a tough shot here. Completely miss it. Okay.
Every single what?
You're definitely right about him being more consistent, but I think we have to look at the kind of competition in the top versus the bottom, right? So Charles Leclerc is up against, oh, that's the luckiest shot I've ever seen. Charles Leclerc is up against Lando Norris, Max Verstappen. I mean, look at everybody on the top 4 teams right now. He's against them. And so, those, besides usually Max wins, the other ones switch around a lot. And, wait, what was I going to say? The other ones, everybody besides Max, that's a scratch, get in there. Everybody besides Max switches around a lot, including Charles Leclerc, which makes him look like he's more inconsistent, but in all reality, the bottom, wow, you're so bad. The bottom few teams, including Alpine, are, what am I supposed to do here? The bottom few teams are, none of them have as good of cars or as good as drivers as Alpine, which I will say that is true. They're definitely the highest. I think that their skill does not match their points, because I think that they're actually better than the amount of points that they have. Oh God. But then again, oh, that's a scratch, isn't it? But then again, I mean, it's all based on who has more points. I do agree that Alpine is far better than how they look because they don't have many points, but their car is obviously not as good as some of the top competitors, but they're still hanging in there and getting points unlike some other teams. But at the end of the day, it's the points that win you championships, not how good your team looks.
And obviously Ferrari's got unlucky with some crashes, but I do think that Esteban Ocon has also had a much, he's shown that he's really good, winning the 2021 Hungarian Grand Prix in an Alpine car, and he's just done really well. So, I think he's also one of the most underrated players.
I definitely agree. I think that this season has probably been his best season since joining.
You think it's been his best season?
So far?
Esteban's?
I mean, I think it's close.
No, he's 3 points.
Yeah, but he's driving for Alpine, brother.
He won an Alpine,
Yeah, dude, he won once.
But that gives you...
You're always talking about the one time that he won.
But that gives you 25 points. That means in one season he scored already...
Fine.
This is better than his worst season, I think.
Here's my point. My point is, he needs to get, I'm thinking, whoa, what is going on here? I think he's just leaving, oh, you're right. I think he's leaving at a bad time. Alpine is probably about to get Carlos Sainz, and I personally believe that he's better than Pierre Gasly.
Ocon?
And I think that he would be a better fit with Carlos Sainz. So I think he's leaving at a weird time. I wonder what he will do in the future. I don't know. It just seems like F1 is it's made for him. So I really do not know what. God damn. So I have no clue what he's gonna do in the future. But yeah, I mean, I think he's just leaving at a weird time, and that team's sort of in a weird spot where while they are ranked in in the same group as Williams and Kick-Saber, but I don't feel like they're actually as bad as their points show. I agree. I think that their actual team I think that I agree that they don't have nearly as many points, but I think they've been in contention with teams such as Aston Martin, who clearly look like they're far better, but they have way less points. I think Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly are like you were saying before, are consistently right outside the points range.
Yeah.
So it's just one thing away. If you go half a second faster, I suck.
That could completely change.
And Alpine could be in 6th.
And obviously Ferrari is a much, much better team. Not even a question. But I do think Ferrari could also have gone a little bit luckier and done a little bit better in their points this season. Like I think with Checo's bad performance this year, I think they could be in first.
I think, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking right now we need oh gosh. Oh, that's perfect. But I'm so far away. What is it?
You could just come right over here.
I know, but that's an ugly ass shot. Oh, come on now. Hang on. Uno momento. I think that Mercedes and McLaren have both, oh gosh. Woo! Gosh, but this is gonna make my shot tough. Because if I mess this up, I'll lose.
Wow.
Oh, what a hit!
Wow.
For the
Now you
win.
win.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Last thing, just in case this is my last shot, I think that Mercedes and McLaren, and I don't know if Red Bull has, but they've already done their big modifications to the car throughout the whole year, and Ferrari still has not. So it's been the exact same car since they started, and they had not. They'd only been through testing and raced with it, and they've kept that car, and they stayed consistently within second place. I think once we make that fix or change or whatever we need, I think we will be a serious contender.
And this is my prediction. I think once Ferrari gets a better car at the end of the season, they will win, and I think Alpine will end up in 6th. I got Ferrari in first, Alpine in 6th. And
then let's give quick predictions for Silverstone this weekend.
Okay. I got Piastri in first. Who do I have in second? Max in second. Sainz in third. Lando Norris in fourth. And Valtteri Bottas in fifth. And then I have Esteban Ocon coming in 8th.
Wow, I'll take it 5th. Alright, number 1, I have Max Verstappen.
Yep.
Number 2, I have probably Lando. Number 3, I have Leclerc. Number 4, I have Sainz. So I got a big weekend for Ferrari.
You really think they're going to outplay Piastri?
And then number 5, I have the other Englishman. Actually, do I want it? Yeah, the other Englishman, George Russell. And then in 6 after him, I have Lewis Hamilton. So I have all the Englishmen coming within 6 at Silverstone, which is obviously the English race. I just missed it. Well, I mean,
okay.
looks like we have to continue the episode then. But I'm still cooking here. We still have 2 left.
No, I won't.
But I predict both of our teams doing a fair bit better than they are currently. I also feel the same way about Haas. Haas is, hang on, I gotta move this back real fast. Haas has been very, very, very much within form through the past few weeks. I think they've been doing very, very good. I think Hulkenberg.
He's looking great.
Hulkenberg has been doing great in the practice today.
Oh,
God, you suck.
Oh, but this is going to block it.
Yeah, I think it is. That's an awful shot for me. In the practice today, Hulkenberg, in both practices today, he showed that he is a contender for this race, actually. I saw some predictions have him going within top 5. But, oh, wow, that's smooth.
All right, everybody,
Which part? Alright. But yes, I think I win, yes. Wrong pocket. Okay, last thing. I have these teams really taking something and going somewhere with it. I have Ferrari, Alpine, and Haas. And then I think a team that's going to slowly start to fall off is Red Bull. And I'm not saying I don't think Red Bull's going to be a contender because they clearly are the favorite as of the moment. But I think you can't win a championship with just one good player. And I think Sergio Perez has not showed that he's truly should be on a championship team. So I think that they might start to just show signs of wear and tear and maybe not get the most points every single race from going on.
I agree with him, and I also think that Mercedes will be on the upswing with George Russell. He's just doing great. They're headed in a great direction. And I think Aston Martin will start to fall because Lance Stroll and Fernando Alonso, I don't think they cut it to make that good of an F1 team. I think they've got partially lucky. They've had a few crashes go in their favor. I don't think they'll continue to do well. So I at the end of the season, I have Ferrari in first, Red Bull in second, Mercedes in third, McLaren in fourth, and then I have a Haas in fifth.
Okay, wow.
Alpine
What about Aston Martin?
Aston Martin, I have him in seventh actually. I have Alpine in sixth, Aston Martin in seventh, and then in eighth.
You've Alpine climbing to above
Six,
Aston
yeah.
Martin. That's crazy.
And then I have RB at seventh, and then obviously Williams and Kickstart.
Alright, that's all for episode 1, pool table edition.
Zach?
Out we go.